Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? This video is going to be all about one aspect of how to shade. I'm going to teach you one of the most important things you can ever learn about shading that honestly most people don't know, most people don't really use. So I'm going to talk about the 3 edges of shading. So watch the whole video and let's get into it. Right now we're going to go over, so when you shade something, and let's just say you have a circle here. If the light's coming from, let's say, upward, a downward angle, the light is going to hit, let's say it's coming from let's say it's coming from this point of view. It's raining down at that angle. It's gonna hit it around, like the light is gonna be over here, and then this area is gonna be cast into shadow. And then it's literally gonna cast a shadow on the surface of whatever it is. So the area I want to talk about is something called edges. And so this right here, this line is an edge. And I want to talk about the 3 kinds of edges that you can simplify it down to kind of learn this. So what is that? It's a ball, right? That shadow is not going to be a straight line. That's just to show you that. What the shadow is going to be like, it's going to be rounded because it's transitioning from a light slowly into the dark area. And the form that it's casting on, which is the ball, the form is round. And so because of that, the light is not just going to stop midway like that. The light is going to slowly transition. So you can get like this bizarre texture from this paper on the side here. The light is going to slowly transition. Right? It's going to be a soft edge, they call that. Soft edge. And then that's where it's going to go into a complete, not complete, but shadow. You have the shadow side. And then you have the cast shadow below it. And it's going to bounce light back up into it. But what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about edges. So there's 3 types. There's hard, soft, and there is firm. So let's go over those right now. So hard, oops, it's over here. So hard would be just straight up, that's where it cuts. Usually it's at the edge of a corner, a box, and I'll go over that. A firm would be just slightly, a little bit softer. It's almost like you're softening up like a lens that you're looking at. And then soft is a rounded surface where it is like a soft feathered, not feathered, but just kind of soft edge. And you can consider them kind of like, again, that's super focus. This is like firm, like I said, and this is soft. And it kind of like is blurring. And I want to talk about what each one of them is used for. So you have a cube in 3-dimensional space. You have a light coming from above, shining right on it. Or let's just say it's shining at an angle, right? So it's shining toward us. This side will be light. This side will be in shadow. And so will this side. But this edge is a hard edge. So it's going to be hard because it's a corner. If let's just say that this was a little bit, let me see, let's say it's a little bit more spherical. Like a marshmallow. Think of like a marshmallow. That would be more of a firm. And I'm using these abstract shapes to kind of make it clear to you. What I'm doing is I'm trying to kind of, just think of like the perfect scenario. But I'll show you this within, how you use it in the face. So let's just say that's a firm. Is that marshmallow? Same thing. The light's coming from above. And then you already saw like the round, you know, that would be completely soft, that edge, because it rolls in more gradually. And we already kind of went over the circle, and that would be soft edge. Always depends on the surface it's being cast on. So just to recap, hard would be for corners, firm would be for slightly soft but not really, and I'm sorry, like, wait, soft, firm, and then soft, whoopsie, hard, soft, God, sorry, I'm getting dyslexic here. Hard, firm, and soft. Hard is for corners, firm is for like slightly, you know, getting the soft, not really, and then soft is for, you know, round objects, pillows, things like that. But I'm going to talk to you about where it's used in the face. So we want to use this stuff in context, right? Oops. I need a piece of paper. So this is something that I use in every single drawing, and I kind of want to make it very clear to you. For example, if you have a face and you have a cast shadow coming from above, like a light source coming from above, as usual, right? I would think of it like this. There's the brow line. Think of the brow, right? Where the eyebrow is, rolls into the eye socket. That's a firm. That's like that marshmallow. It's not totally soft, but it's not totally hard either. And then hard would be like the cast shadow cast from that onto the nose area. And so what I would do is it will roll into the nose, and that's cast shadow. That'd be a hard edge. And then it's rolling down the nose, which is more of a firm. And then you have the ball of the nose, and a little bit firm on the bottom as well. And that nose casts a shadow onto the upper lip if it's coming from a light source above. And then it goes back into the upper lip. And then we're just using these three over and over again to kind of get that cool. You ever seen that in tattoos? This cool top to down light source where you can see kind of like the dark of kind of the eye sockets are cast in the shadow, and that's really all they're using is the firm, hard, and just soft. Soft maybe on the ball of the nose. You know, obviously you have to judge for yourself, and then you're making those decisions. But this process has simplified shadow patterns so much for me that, and you can kind of bounce off it, right? And you can kind of make combinations of them. There are degrees of each one, but this is where it starts. Soft, firm, and hard. I'm just kind of nailing in that point because this is the foundation of shading. This is totally the foundation of that a lot of people don't do, and I see this kind of mistake everywhere. So kind of practice that. I mean, an idea would be to look for stuff in nature and think about what that could be, because what you're doing is you're just defining it. But it's a simplification, and it's an interpretation of reality, because we're artists, right? We're interpreting reality. We're not trying to duplicate it exactly. That's kind of it. I hope you learned something. If you did like this video, click that like button. If you learned anything, click that like. Also, go to my Patreon. My Patreon channel is, go to www.patreon.com/sketchmonster. And if you go to that, there's a lot more learning on that. Right now, it's totally a learning channel. I might convert it to just straight up art channel later, but it is straight up learning art. And I even tutor you because people want to cut years off their time, right? Life is short. And when you have someone point out what you're doing incorrect, it cuts months, if not years, off something that you might have done wrong for a long time. And I do that. I offer that. I offer that on my Patreon. If you go there, I'll give you really personal attention, and you can just show me all your stuff, and I'll tell you maybe what you're doing incorrectly over and over again, and I'll correct it. And I'll say, hey, do this, maybe do this exercise. I've been teaching for like 10 years. I've tutored kids, I've tutored everybody. I'm really good at doing that stuff, so it's kind of my thing. So reach out to me over there, guys, if you do have time, if you do want to kind of get better at this stuff. Check me out. So thank you, guys. I'll see you in the next video, and I'll see you later.